Yeah, that other guy was at a different airport. The JetBlue was. All right, here we go. Toga.
Maintain 17,000. Continue to wavy. Delta 808.
New York approach Delta 177.
Go ahead.
Just want to make sure you have us on your radar. We should be flight level 310.
I'm New York approach. You're going to LaGuardia?
That's affirm.
Yeah, no covering LaGuardia, right?
Alright, I'll go to Unicom then.
B1, rotate. Gear up.
Positive rate, landing gear up.
Okay, I'm gonna make that right turn.
Not trying to be fly your sim there, John. Just curious why you keep your nav display so clean and don't use airports or stations or terrain or anything like that.
Southwest 572, and you're departed to say altitude.
1,000 climbing 3,000, Southwest 572.
572, and you're departure, radar contact, turn left, heading 220, can maintain 6,000.
Left turn 220, climb maintain 6,000, Southwest 572.
Yeah, you don't have a pitch mode right now, John, or roll
Hold
mode.
on.
I can't read.
AR departure, JetBlue 1731, passing 1.25.
JetBlue 1731, you're departed to radar contact, turn right, heading 180, can maintain 6,000.
Right, 180 up, 6,000, JetBlue 1731.
Okay, sorry, I was a little bit task saturated there. My plane's a little bit slow.
Yeah, it's because you've lost your. Oh, you got it fixed now. You didn't have a pitch mode. That's all I was telling you.
Okay.
On your flight trajectory.
Radio check 5733 Alpha.
Delta 808, radar service terminated, Unicorn 122.8.
See if we can get a quick outside shot. I wish those graphics would load in quicker in V5.
New York, Lufthansa 72, Golf requesting push and start.
Oh, it's beautiful out there.
72 volt push back and get displaced on call for taxi.
Roger.
Okay, there's 5,900, almost 6,000. We're going to level off there until told to go higher. I can take off the auto brake.
Southwest 572, direct wavy, can maintain 17,000.
Direct wavy, climb and maintain 7,000, Southwest 572.
And 7,000.
17,000?
Yep.
Thank you. Okay, level change. And we're going legs page.
Radio check.
Just to give you a little idea how the cockpit dynamics would work in the real flight. When John changed the altitude like that to 17, he would point to it. On the MCP, the other pilot would acknowledge it and just say 17,000. And then once he did that, he'd pull his hand away from it.
Task saturation. I think that taxi alone got me going. That.
I'd like to pick up my flight plan in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Newark's a tough airport.
Yeah.
It's confusing. Atlanta's like that too if you've never been there before.
Number 33 Alpha, number 33 Alpha, New York. Are you going to Philadelphia executive?
But you have to be there about half a dozen times before you get familiar with Atlanta.
Mm.
Sorry, could
You can still hear ATC, right?
Yeah, where are you going to? Philadelphia to
Okay,
Philly?
good. I made a change. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I have Kilo Papa November Echo.
I'm going to step away for a minute. Mrs. Off-scheduled descent just came home. I gotta go talk to her.
Roger, thanks. All right.
JetBlue
Sorry.
1731, direct ship, clear and maintain 17,000.
Direct ship 17,000, JetBlue 1731.
Landing lights are on. We got pressurization. All right. Anything else I need to check, guys? That was a little bit crazy. I was a little bit not A+ on the radio there for a second too. We got to follow Airline Gamer. Thank you. Welcome. All right, I'm gonna turn the. We got some more follows coming in. Maro M4
Lufthansa 72 Golf, ready for taxi.
and Vipers 5-3 with the follow. Thank you guys.
Lufthansa 72 Golf, New York, runway 4
And
left,
Commander
should be,
Space Cadet.
Victor,
Thank you.
Victor, Alpha, Kilo, cross runway 31 left.
Might as well do a giveaway again. I mean, we've done 2 giveaways. Let's do a third.
Victor, Victor, Alpha Kilo, cross runway 31 left, Lufthansa 72 Golf.
Southwest 572, radar service terminated, Unicorn 122.9.
22.8. Thanks for the help. Southwest 572. All right, we're on Unicom. We'll just do another gift card, and but this time we'll go up to five. Yeah, we'll go to 500 max. There we go. Another giveaway. Type in exclamation snacks or snack to get your snack balance, and then type in exclamation raffle space and then the number of raffle tickets that you want to buy for each snack that you have. It's 1 for 1, and you go up to 500. 500ski. I'm going to switch Discord back to a different voice input. We got a subscribe. We got a subscribe.
Howdy.
Fixter Jake with the subscribe. Thank you for the support, Jake. Hope you're well.
We got a subscribe.
All right, we're going to put our MCP up to 360 now. And we'll just do it via the VNav. Yeah, you have to put in exclamation raffle space and then the number of tickets you'd like to buy, and then you need to have X amount of snacks to buy those tickets. So for example, you have 83 snacks, so you could type in exclamation raffle space up to 83, 1 to 83. And you earn snacks every few minutes. Like I think it's every 5 or 10 minutes. There's lots of snacks to be given out. We also have competitions. I also have a spreadsheet of the snack transfers I'm doing from the old system to the new. 2 pages worth of snack transfers. If you have snacks in the old system and you want to transfer them to the new system, make sure you fill out the form at exclamation snack transfer. We got Cabby59124 with the follow, and also Rufub R with the follow. Thank you guys. The Dirts is back. Welcome back, Dirts. You ate a birthday? And I think I put the timer in for that giveaway as the same as the last timer. So I think it was, there's 7 minutes, almost 8 minutes left. And you need to be present to win, so. One thing I didn't notice if the new bot says when the raffle's closed or not. I don't know if it puts a chat message in or not, but
I'm back, John.
welcome back, sir. If you guys have any questions, I think you've been answering a lot of them in chat while I was busy there. So thank you for helping out these guys with their questions.
So what do you think of the new version 5 versus 4.5?
Other than the slow loading of the graphics, it's fantastic. I mean, I've got I gotta turn off my fuel pump. Center fuel pump coming off.
And you got a altimeter caution too.
And I'm also going to change to standard pressure. Yeah, so when I go from outside to in and inside to out, it's got that loading of the graphics that's delayed. It's kind of a pain. But other than that, I'll never touch V4 again. So
Okay.
it's the extra frames that I'm getting because you're going to DX 12. It's kind of like X-Plane going to Vulcan. You're now going to DX 12. You get better video card resource management and caching and all this good stuff that makes things. It gives you more frames, but at the same time, they need to come out with a hotfix that fixes that graphic issue that loads in from the outside to in. They need to get rid of that.
I'm pretty sure it'll get fixed.
Yeah. We got another
like
follow.
Max. I think when the Max comes back online, it's going to be probably the safest plane in the air.
I think you're right. Sporkiness, thank you for the follow. Yeah, I think you're right. Through all the testing and fine-tuning and all of the oversight, I think you're right. I think the Max will come back as the safest
When I was back
plane.
for my sim check a few weeks back, we had the first day was a classroom day, and the instructor was old enough. He was an old Eastern guy. And he's like, everybody's making such a big deal of Max. They forget all the teething problems that the 700 had when it first came out. Its EECs had problems where engines would just fail for no reason in flight. In the 700, he goes, everybody's forgotten that until they got the EECs fixed because it would be shutting the fuel down. He goes, at the time it was a big deal, but everybody's forgotten about it.
I'm sure that, no plane has had a perfect launch and a perfect first few years. It's kind of like our sims, when the sim first comes out, there's a lot of issues to begin with, and then it slowly gets ironed out. But hopefully they've learned enough that, I think there's a new bar that's been set for safety and certification, because it did seem like possibly the FAA should not have had Boeing doing self-certification in some areas.
Right.
So.
Well, I think from what I read, it sounds like Boeing got so big with the left hand. They had so many projects going on that the left hand wasn't talking to the right hand.
Yeah.
And individual departments are making decisions.
Yeah.
So I'm not an expert on this, but there's a really good article in Flying Magazine. Les Abend wrote it, talking about just in layman's terms what the problem was. And it sounds like the plane was certified to really. The MCAS was in there to get the plane certified, but they originally never had it planned to be used. It was such a tiny window of the flight envelope where that would have to be used that the designers they only built it for certification. And then so the test pilots were complaining with the stall handling. And the engineers on their own said, we can fix that. We can just make the envelope or the MCAS engage to be all the time if you're in a stall. And they didn't tell the other guys that they did it. So a lot of people were surprised when those first two accidents hit. But that Les Abend article, it's probably about a year and a half ago, for Flying Magazine, was really good talking about it.
Cabby 59124 Brazil checking in. Thank you. I love you too. Do I have a World War II plane? I do have is a P-51 Mustang considered a World War II plane or no? I think it is, isn't it? So yes, I do have a P51 Mustang.
If Max is still in the chat, I sent him a picture a while ago. I think there's a B29 in Max's future because I saw a license plate where I live that said B29 Max.
Oh, nice. There's 2 minutes left to get in on the giveaway. So I've got a couple of approach controllers. The only center I have online near me is Atlanta and Boston, so I don't think I'll be going through either of those. But do you recall what PCT? Is that Potomac? PCT approach? That's probably Potomac, huh?
I don't recognize it. PCT. What's the raffle for, John?
Gift card for either Sim Market or X-Plane Org Store. We gave away, this will be the third one today. We're in a generous mood today. Minute 35 left. Do you have enough snacks for that?
I don't know.
You should always check your snack balance first.
No, I don't.
I don't know if you're on the list. Did you fill out the snack transfer form? I think you did.
I did.
Oh, okay. So you have 2,828 tickets that are snacks that are coming over from the old system, according to the spreadsheet. So good thing you filled out the form. PCT approach is DCA, so that is Potomac then. Yeah, sporkiness. Thank you.
You guys know that Potomac is a lot like SoCal. So Potomac is Dulles, Baltimore, Reagan, National. They probably also work Martin State, which is just north of Baltimore.
What was the other question? What GPU are you using? I wonder if that's what's causing the delay in loading of the graphics out of the memory on the GPU. I have a 1080 Ti. Yeah, I think you can type in exclamation specs. I'm not sure if I put that into the new bot or not, but I think exclamation specs will give you the PC specs. But I am running a GTX 1080 Ti. Plains Hub says he has a 2080 Ti and it still does it. Yeah, it's a pretty common issue across the board. But
Still not in raffle.
What's that?
So it says I'm still not in raffle.
The most you can put in is 172. So you got to put in exclamation raffle space 172.
I'll put 150. See what happens.
Yeah, leave a little bit for the next time, right?
We said I'm supposed to have 2,800 points.
But it's too late now because it ended a few minutes ago. See how it says entries have stopped, and then you put in raffle 150. So you missed it by that much.
Yeah, it's the story of my life.
And when I get the cruise, I'll draw a winner.
Hey, you've actually got weather today. Nice.
Yeah, a little bit of weather. Did you see the first flight we did?
No, I only caught the tail end of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we took off out of Minneapolis, and there was a little bit of weather it wasn't anything crazy. It was just, not your Kavik, John Fly, sunny, clear sky weather.
And my gripe with active sky is they don't paint the storm cells very well.
I had storms. Yeah, you're right. There could be some improvement in that area. When I flew into, what night was it? I had thunderstorms that were hitting the runway, and it was crazy. Last time I flew this plane, it was just last weekend, I think.
Hey, you're in a pre-contact. This is just like when you fly. I had a flashback to when I flew tankers. Because when that lower view you had looked you get into about 500 feet below the guy in what's called pre-contact, looked just like that external view you just had.
But yeah, if you're getting good frame rates in your P3Dv5 in the NGXu, then I don't think there's any.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with 4.5 for a while. It handles well with the 700. The PMDG
Yeah.
handles great.
Yeah.
I'm pleased with that. I'm not going for like awesome scenery and stuff like that. When I show stuff, it's more procedural.
I almost bought Louisville yesterday. I was very tempted to buy Louisville, but I think I'm going into shutting down of purchases for P3D. I need to fly to all of the airports that I actually have purchased and or acquired through sponsorship, and I've got airports I've never even seen. So why should I put more money into it when over the next 3 years we're going to be flying 3 different sims? But I came very, very close to buying Louisville. It's a Snack Air airport, and I was going to fly Minneapolis to Louisville, but I didn't do it. It was 19 euros, I think. PMDG has a 23% sale going on right now. Ah, nice. I think I have every product of theirs except for their DC6. Yep. And I don't have their MDs, their old stuff.
If you guys are looking for realism, if I'm allowed to comment on a product, the PMDG 700, the expansion pack, is really close to how the real plane handles.
I need to reload the expansion pack because right now I only have the 800, 900 in.
Having flown the real plane, I'm really pleased.
Have
with
you
the
ever flown a
performance
600?
Flown a what?
A 600?
No. I've flown a 500.
500? Okay.
I've flown 300, 500, 7s, 800s, and the max.
I need to update my IXCG and break out the 733 again. You missed the old 500 Falcon? Yeah. Hotchmania, overall I like Active Sky, but way too many sun showers. So you're getting like moisture on the screen, and then but you're in X-Plane, so you're talking about Active Sky for X-Plane, right? Yeah, XP, yeah. I turned off Active Sky for X-Plane. I was having some issues with it, and I decided to keep my SkyMax Pro, but I'm using the X-Plane's weather engine. And right now,
what was that itinerary, Sporkiness? The 300 was a great hand-flying airplane.
You were on the last Southwest 300? Hurt my heart. Yeah, what was that? What was that flight plan? That's awesome.
Ed Force, I like the 800. I really like the 800. I like the way it handles. In the sim, I don't like the 800 in the sim, though. I like the 700 in the sim.
All right, let's draw a winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Here we go, picking the winner. Oh, we need a claim. Say anything.
Anything.
We have a successful claim. Mitch, congratulations. Not only did you take third place in the poker tournament the other night, but you have successfully won the third gift certificate of the day. So Discord me message, private Discord message, saying, I won, please give me, and then also designate whether or not you want X-Plane or Sim Market.
Ooh, so I could Discord. You'd say, I won, gimme.
You'd have to impersonate Mitch. And that would be against the rules. But if you want a gift card that bad, I'll just give you one.
No, I'm just joking.
All right, we're at flight level 360, 144 miles to top O descent. We're flying down to
150 miles out, so when we
Raleigh.
start doing our arrival stuff, we'll do our arrival brief. Get the ATIS, get the landing data.
All right, so go ahead and prepare that for me, Jump Seater. And just to let you know, I'm doing the KEWR to arrival. So get all of the information, then give me a briefing.
Actually, you're the pilot flying, so you're going to give me a briefing.
No, I do. You do as I say, because I'm in the left seat.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
I think I saw your name on the avoidance bid list.
It's been put there many times.
So the KRDU.
The KRDU, however, yeah, KRDU 2.
Yeah, there you go.
If
And
you
you're
could prep
landing north or
5
south?
left, 5 left.
5 left.
And then, yeah.
What's the weather there? Actually, I'll pull it up. You're using real world weather, aren't you?
Type, yeah, yep.
I got it right here.
If someone wants
Calm
to
winds,
also
10
type
miles,
in,
broken at 35, temperature of 88 degrees. 3013 is your altimeter if you want to put it in standby. If you want to get it ready to go.
what is it? 30?
3013.
Okay.
This is
How do you
only,
do that with it? Do I come out of standard just temporarily?
No, you're not going to come out of standard. What you're going to do is just turn that right and watch below the standard. It should it's in gray
Oh yeah,
font.
yep, it's there.
Below standard. So you can put 3013 in there, get it ready to go. And then when you pass 18, all you got to do is press that standard button and it's going to change that to green.
Okay. Gavman34, how you doing? There's the METAR as well.
Hey Gav, I haven't heard from you in a while. I hope things are going well. So your inbound course, John, is a 054.
054.
Put that on both sides.
All right. Setting the MCP 054 on FO side.
And the frequency is a 109.1. Make sure I got 5 left and not 5 right.
Nav
There's
1.
a ton of NOTAMs here, by the way.
Sorry, what's the Nav 1 frequency again?
109.1.
Okay, and then I'll set up Nav 2 as well.
And you got VFR conditions there, so on the mints on your barrel, we can put the touchdown zone elevation, which will be 384.
384.
So you want to go barrel mints 384.
Where do I do that?
Your EFIS panel on the top left button that rotates.
Okay, so top left button. Okay, we're on barrel.
It's on barrel, so just take the smaller one and rotate it to set to 384.
384.
That's your touchdown zone elevation.
Okay, 384 set.
What else do we need to set up?
We got a follow. We got Kai Caldino 75 with the follow, and also Alper. Welcome aboard. Did Sporky ever tell us the route for that last 300 flight? I don't know if he did or not. Gavman's been busy with his check ride. Just passed his nav check ride. Nice. Congratulations.
Yeah, Gavman's in one of the hardest years of his life right now, going through Air Force pilot training.
Wow. Intense. All right, continue.
All right. That's pretty much for that arrival brief. Now we just need to get the landing data.
Okay.
Now, in the real world, I'd probably be asking for the other runway because there's a lot of construction on these taxiways, but I don't think it's modeled in the sim, so I don't have to worry about it.
We could go there if you want to.
Nah. This is the longer runway.
Posted it when you drew the winner. Okay, it was Southwest 68, Houston to Dallas. Love. Nice. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I went as far as last flights, I think I went on a MD-80. I think it was an MD-80. It was on Delta, and they told me that this was the last day of that plane flying for Delta. It wasn't the last flight, it was the last day, so it was fun to be on board for that. But then I did fly across the Atlantic in a 777 from New York to we're going to Heathrow, I think, and the 777 captain, it was his last flight. It was the first leg of his last flight. He was gonna, he was coming back to the U.S. I guess it was his second to last flight, or it was his last flight, and he was gonna vacation in Europe after that. But anyway, he let me sit down in the cockpit, and he handed me his hat. And that's why I have that picture that some of you guys have seen of me sitting in a 777 with the captain's hat. This was circa 1998, 99, something like that.
Yeah, but did he get a flight attendant to sit there and have a little sign that says "She Hark Snack Air"?
No, he did not go that far. No. Well, Snack Air didn't exist, or maybe he would have. But no, we've had better cockpit experiences since. but that was pretty high up back in the day when I didn't even know how to turn a plane on.
All right,
Osprey.
we got the-
Osprey with the
landing
subscribe. Osprey simulations with the
Every
subscribe.
boy's dream to sit in the captain's seat.
Every boy's dream, yep, to sit in the captain's seat. Yeah, it was really cool. Yep. And off-skid descent let me sit in the captain's seat. That was pretty cool. In fact, yeah, there's pictures in the Discord of that moment. That was awesome. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, so we'll do an arrival brief here. So what this will work in the real life is the pilot flying will actually brief this, and what I need you to do, John, is, do we have landing speeds yet?
No.
Let's get those landing speeds real quick.
Do you want to do that down here in the FMC?
Yeah, we'll just pull it off the NetRef page. And flaps 30. This is a pretty long run running.
Okay, flaps 30.
Oh, it's your landing, whatever one you want, but
Yeah, 143 plus
yeah,
5.
so double click that.
Okay.
There you go. And then we'll use +5 for the wind correction because the winds are calm.
Okay.
So if you can double click that line 5 right, let's make that +5 a large font.
Plus 5 a large font. Okay.
There we go. So what that did is that just populated that on your FMC legs page. So now if you go to the legs page, the way this would work is the pilot flying is going to brief the route off of this page. So if you can just brief this starting at Hopewell, I believe is where we're starting. And what you're going to do is you're going to cover each waypoint, and you're going to reach every airspeed and altitude if it's in large font. And then I'm just going to follow along on my jet page and make sure what you're reading and what's programmed is matching perfectly what's on the approach plate.
Okay.
So we'll start at Hopewell.
Okay, Hopewell. We have flight level 360. And then
Yeah, you only need to read the ones that are large fonts. So see how Argle's got the large font altitude?
okay, so Argle 330 on the speed.
Yeah, so what you do is you read through all these. So we're going to go Hopewell,
Okay.
Pilo,
Hopewell,
Agoya.
Pilo, Agua, Demvi,
Yep.
Argle
Yep.
at. Is that between 10 and 15?
It's between 15 and 10.
Okay, between 10 and 15,000. Karoo between 8,000 and 12,000.
Yep.
I'm trying to do the next page, but it's not going. Wait, hold on. There it goes. And then Muffly at it says 9,407, 240 knots. Nui 8,000. Okray at 7190. Stint 6333. Toyer at 5671.
Yep. It's one thing to add is you got a 210 speed restriction at Nui,
210 at Nui and 8,000.
which is in there.
Okay.
So the only thing I would add is 8,000 is the last altitude on that.
Okay.
And I would say that's, if we were to send via, that's the altitude we're going to set.
Okay. All right. I'm descending. I already have set just now 8,000. And we'll descend on profile.
Right. And then the way the arrival brief would say, if you don't mind, I'm going to jump in and do this one. We're just
Yes,
going to plan
please.
on a visual approach runway 5 left. It's going to be backed up with the ILS localizer runway 5 left. That's page 11-1 dated 15 May 20. Inbound course is a 054, frequency 109.1, touchdown zone 384, and we're looking for Pappies on the left, Malsers for the lighting. If we have to miss approach, we'll just stay VFR at the tower. Spot elevation 2048. There's a tower about 8 miles south of the airport, up to almost 2,000 feet. On landing rollout, if I don't touch down in the first 3,000 feet of the runway, send me around. And I'll plan on clearing at Bravo 7 and no auto brakes. Taxi back, expect to go Bravo 7, Foxtrot, Charlie. Any questions?
Bravo 7, Foxtrot, Charlie.
That's just a guess.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. One question.
That's how a brief would sound.
Yeah.
Once that's done, you say, do it. Let's do an approach checklist.
One question. You were acting as if your left seat there when
Yep.
you said if you told them to call go around, so the FO would call go around if you weren't in those parameters.
What I'm telling him is if he sees me go beyond 3,000 feet,
he can say go around.
send me around. I want him to send me around.
And is he telling you to go around, or is this
Yeah,
if
he's
he's
going to say go
flying?
around. He's going to say go around.
He's just going to say go. As soon as your FO says go around, you go around. You don't question it.
Yep, don't question it. That's one of
Okay.
the things. That's
But
one of the few
you
things.
you also would see whether or not you're going to touch down in that area.
Yeah,
But
it's
if he
basically
sees it, whatever, or if he sees something different, tells you to go around, you go around. Okay. Yeah, no.
The way we're really going to do it is when we pull up our landing data, it gives us a stopping margin. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to sit there. I got a 10,000 foot runway. So I'm not going to go fully into our procedures, but basically we have to plan a touchdown point that if I float the landing too long,
Mm-hmm.
and 3,000 feet is kind of a default. If you're beyond 3,000 feet down, you're too long, take it around. The other way to do it is we get a stopping margin. So it's going to say when we get our takeoff and landing, it's going to say if you use auto brake 2, you can expect to have, if you touch down right at 1,500 feet, it's based on touching down 1,500 feet down. You can expect to have, I don't know, say 500 feet of runway remaining. If you use auto brake 3, you can expect to have 1,500 feet remaining. If you go auto brakes max, you can expect to have 2,000 feet remaining. So what we're going to do is we're going to use one of those numbers, and we're going to add it to that 1,500. So I may get a number if on a short runway, I may have only a 500 foot stopping margin. Like let's just say I'm going into a short runway like Burbank. I may have only a 300 foot stopping margin with max auto brakes. So I'm going to say if I don't touch down at 1,800 feet, that's just that 1,500 feet plus 8.
Go
if
around.
I don't touch down in that 1,800 feet, send me around. Because I don't have any stopping margin left. Does that make sense?
Have you ever had an FO do that?
No, because I I don't go for the smoothies. I go for the number 2 wire, to use a Navy term. I pick a spot that I'm going to touch down, and I plant a plane there.
Get her down, boss. Yep. I missed a few things in chat. Planes Hub said, is this joint cockpit? Unfortunately, with the PMDG, we can't do shared cockpit, so he helps me through verbally. We would love to have shared cockpit in the PMDG one day, Mr. Randazzo. Furloughed Rampy here says, Happy Pappy. I used to sit in the captain's seat when we did tows. Had to fire up the battery and enable ground power once the GPU is connected. Well, I hope you get back to the Rampy life soon. Kind of want to be a Rampy for a
we
week
love
or two.
rampers when they show up and say, I got the plane.
I got the plane, yeah.
Well, then you have to shut it down or anything. You just, you want to go home and you're getting ready to shut the plane down, and the ramper comes up because I got the plane. It's like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. And Aquafunkalistic Booty Wap, of course, says no auto brakes pro, baby. I use auto brake 2 or 3 because I'm an amateur. But
do you guys know how the auto brakes work? Auto brake 2 doesn't even engage until the plane decelerates to 80 knots.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that. Is that simulated?
I don't know. I'm just saying in real life, if you use auto brake 2 and you don't touch the brakes,
it's not doing anything.
They're not going to engage until the plane slows to 80 knots.
Did you guys know that? I didn't even know that. Wow.
Auto brake 1 is not defined. So the company I fly for.
Let's see, Ricardo 2011 with the follow. Thank you. Yeah, I didn't know that. I thought
the company I fly for, we're not even allowed to use auto brake 1 because it's not defined. And auto brake 3 is pretty much as soon as the nose wheel touch down, it does what's called moderate braking. And then max anti-skid braking is 3,000 pounds of PSI as soon as that nose wheel touches down. Auto brake max is it's not quite violent, but it's an eye opener.
Yeah, I didn't, Captain Autoland. I had no clue about it. I assumed auto brake 2 was as soon as you are down. I thought it would be doing auto braking, but apparently not.
Not till you get to 80 knots.
So I don't. Why even use auto brake 2? Because I when I get to 80 knots, I'm taking over manually.
Yeah, it's auto brake 2 is just kind of a backup. And something else, RTO on the rejected takeoff.
Yeah.
That does not work until you get to 90 knots. So if you get to 85 knots and you reject a takeoff, the brakes aren't going to kick in. You're going to have to do it all.
But above 90 then. Okay.
Above 90, they'll engage.
Okay.
So that's one of the things as I'm rolling down the runway. There's 3 speeds I'm thinking about. I'm thinking 80 knots. Because below 80 knots, I have different procedures I use than above 80 knots for a reject. At 90 knots, there's not a call out for that, but I'm just mentally watching that. Okay, above 90 knots, I know I got the auto brakes kicking in. And then V1 is my last call.
Every day learning something new. All right, I'm going to step away for a lavatory inspection. I'll be right back. You got
Johnny, you look at the cockpit companion. You can review that auto brake stuff.
By the way, I got a new iPad. I think I sent you a picture. I got a new iPad Pro, and the cockpit companion looks fantastic on that iPad Pro. Calgary 403 with the subscribe. Calgary 403, thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that very, very much. I just got pizza delivered too.
If John's not here, I'm in charge.
You are in charge. I'll be right back. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate that. Captain's in charge.
All right, any questions, guys, in chat? I can answer questions while John's away. So if he's in the bathroom, I don't have to open the door and let him back in.
Yo, Johnfly, acknowledge the follower.
So Gavman34, if you're still out there, how many, is this your second check ride? You got one more left? When is your guys' assignment night?
Yo, Johnfly, acknowledge the follower.
August. Okay, you're coming up real quick then. What would you put in your dream sheet there, Gavman? Do they still do dream sheets?
Yo, Johnfly, acknowledge the follower.
And if you get to McGuire, we'll have to get together. I live real close to McGuire. And if you do get McGuire, it's not the end of the world. Do they still do dream sheets? You got to realize it's been, geez, 34 years ago I went through pilot training.
All right, back with you. I got pizza delivered too. Listen to this here, ASMR.
Hey, you were supposed to ding the door there, John. Asked to come back in. And I was going to say, no way, I'm in charge.
Oh, did you hear that crack? This is
Sierra Nevada. That's about as hoppy of a beer as I can handle.
We'll also show this.
Yeah, John, I need to find a way to get you a couple bottles of my bourbon porter.
This is our heading. The plane is heading this direction.
Hey, John, you're starting down, right?
I hope so.
Okay.
Not quite. Nope. Top of descent coming up. It's right there. I can see the T/D.
So in real life, up at the higher altitudes, I'll start down about 10 miles per hour. If you're really close to your barber pole speed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's the beer emote. There's the tier 2 beer emote. Love it. Thank you, Scotty P. This is awesome. Have you ever fly into Paine? Yeah. In fact, I'll put Paine on the schedule to fly out of Paine or into Paine. Would you like? You prefer me to fly into Paine rather than out of? Snagged a beer from the drink cart. I know. I just grabbed it. Yeah. It's allowed on Snack Air. 1 beer per flight.
I thought that was one of the beauties of Sim is you can. I thought most guys that stream on Twitch flying are drinking beer.
Yeah. 1 beer per flight is Snack Air's rule. You're not required to drink a beer. And of course, if you're got to be over 21 or 21 and over. Minimum one beer flight. Yeah, minimum 1 beer. But I personally have a 5 beer per.
DM Bird, do you know what the off schedule descent is? It's got to do with your pressurization system and the way it's programmed. And if you don't get up to cruise altitude, off schedule descent's a warning light. That's telling you that your airplane is pressurizing to go land back at the airport you just took off from and not at your field, your destination field.
Speaking of Kraken, although you misspelled it, the dirts, that takes me back to that day that I was I was streaming on a Saturday, and I had just started my stream, and of course it was 9 a.m. ish, and Brett San, who lives in Guam, far away, was was in the stream, and he said, if I give you X amount of bits, will you do a shot of Kraken at 9 a.m.? And I said, sure. And boy, did I regret that, because normally you don't have a Kraken shot, a full Kraken, shoot a mini bottle at 9 a.m. That's not normally my protocol. All right, flight level 300 descending. We're just below the barber pole. The pizza tastes really good.
Gab, man, check your whisper.
Captain Autolens says, I thought it's a synonym for en route descent or pilot's discretion. This is really good pizza. Oh, she also gave me something that's fallen off the plate. John Fly's old, so he takes a probiotic. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous arrival. I like the clouds. Am I hot micing with my chewing? Go into runway 34. I'll put that on the schedule. That's spicy. It's a pity we haven't had any control. Where's JT Kerr when we need him? Your uncle flies Southwest out of Jacksonville? That's cool. Good old Jax. Off-skid descent. If you could fly for any airline outside of an American carrier, what airline would it be? If you could, you're given a big, huge...
I don't know. I think after where I've been, anything would be a perceived step down. Outside, British Airways would be cool. British Airways is tough to get into. I think SAS would be cool. There would have been a time I would have said Emirates would have been really cool. Now that I've flown with a lot of guys that left that company, I probably would not want to fly for Emirates after hearing how they treat people. Again, this is hearsay. Let me caveat that. This is hearsay. So one thing I will say about the airlines is the best airline in the world is the one that hires you. It's a privilege to fly for any of them, and each one has their advantages and disadvantages. I also say the best plane in the world is the one that somebody is paying you to fly.
Mm-hmm. That's a good answer.
So,
what approach or website do you use to see all the airport taxi and runway info? Cash, I would recommend SkyVector. Skyvector.com will give you the FAA taxi diagrams, and then when you up your game for the sim, you want to get you want to get Navigraph charts, but it's a subscription service which I highly recommend. I've never tried ChartFox, so I've never even heard of ChartFox, Hotch. Lufthansa, I think, would be a good outfit. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. How I think SkyVector gets money from fuel advertisements. Like an airport will advertise fuel prices on SkyVector. I think. We got a follow. We got a Chinese symbol as a follower. Thank you. Ni hao. I guess that could be kanji, so it could be Chinese, or it could be kanji. All right, I'm going to put in pressure here. 3014 is set. I'm going to put in auto brake 3 because now I know. Not that the runway or the weather conditions require an auto brake 3, but I want to see what the auto brakes do at 3.
Yeah, so what you can do, John, is just don't touch the brakes and see what it does.
Yeah. Now, is there certain knots that the 3 is going to kick in at? I missed that if you said that.
Nose wheel touchdown. It just does what's called moderate braking.
Okay. We got Bongers89 with the follow. Thank you. Yeah, knowledge bombs keep coming. Yep. Osked's he's a good soul. He makes good beer too, but I haven't tasted any yet. There's rumors that he makes good beer.
Yeah, I've slacked off the beer brewing. I'm trying to save my liver.
That's gorgeous.
So I'm forcing myself to drink only on weekends, and only 2 beers at a time. That's the bad thing about brewing beer. When you brew beer, you drink beer.
My favorite brew of the month has been Moose Drool. I like that stuff. All right, so it looks like we're gonna be on a right. I think we're gonna get on a right downwind for 5 left, and then intercept the localizer.
So Raleigh-Durham in real life, you got to really keep your eyes open. There's a lot of GA traffic there, and there's a lot of business jets too. So it can get to be a pretty busy little airport.
Jacksonville Center just came online.
Hey, John, you could look at that Cockpit Companion app if you want to.
I don't have it. I don't have it in here.
Information on that auto brakes.
I'm gonna look at it though on my new iPad Pro, 12.9-inch iPad Pro. It's beautiful.
Actually, I'll look it up right now. Let me make sure I gave you guys good information. I got it on this iPad I'm looking at right now.
All right, down here we got Muffley, Newey, okay, yep, 9,000, 8,000, hard deck 8,000, and then vectors after Toyer. Is Josh Gibbs here? Did I miss Josh walking in the building? Holy snack lips. You're kind of in trouble, Josh. Did I miss him? Where did you see him, the dirts? Mr. Gibbs. I totally missed him. How come he's not listed? Maybe he scrolled off the screen. Oh, there he goes. Does the pepperoni pizza cancel out the probiotic? Mr. Josh, are you still here? I got a question for you. I missed that comment earlier. I apologize. He badmouthed your probiotic and ran out. Yeah. Man, I missed a Josh sighting. Ugh. I'm gonna call that mofo. Where is he? Can I say mofo? I don't even know if I can say mofo. Oh, he's still here. All right. I was about to FaceTime you. You're in trouble, man. I haven't heard from you forever. From time to time, I've rang your phone number to see what's what, but I didn't have enough guts to leave a voicemail. But I hope you're doing well. And yes, the probiotic barely offsets the pepperoni pizza. But congratulations on your new abode, dude. That's awesome. I just want you to know, I need an update, man. I need an update on your life. And also, I'm coming down to San Diego. I think I saw you on the water in a sailboat. I'm coming down to San Diego probably sometime between now and, I would say sometime between now and October. And it could be at a moment's notice. But I have to actually do some work in San Diego. And then from San Diego, I think I have to go up to, there he is. And then I have to go up to, there he is. Hey. You're not driving, are you?
Yeah, I'm driving.
Be careful.
I'm watching your stream.
See if I can get...
Yeah, you called me for my birthday and I didn't get back to you. Is that why I'm in trouble?
No. I called you for your birthday, but there was I called you just randomly out of the blue a couple weeks back, and I was wondering if I had offended you in some way. I was like, man, my Josh friend.
No. I've just been super busy. I bought a house out at Parker and been working on that. Working on taking over another couple offices for work. So busier than hell.
I was trying to figure out with the River House if you were still working in Diego.
Yeah, I'm in Diego right now.
Okay.
I'm going back and forth. Just stay in one place for. I'm gonna move my sim up there, I think, in the next week or two, and then build a new rig for the new Microsoft.
Oh, perfect, man.
Yeah, there you go.
A little GA flying.
Yeah, we'll get some iRacing going up there in the garage and stuff. But you're streaming. I just wanted to call and clear that out real quick.
Dude, I love you. I really have missed you, man.
Yeah, we'll talk to you guys soon. I'll pop back over on the stream. I'm in the car for like another hour. So.
Thanks, Josh.
Chat, I said hi, or I'm saying hi to chat right now. What's up, guys? All right, we'll talk to you guys.
All right, bro. Thanks, man. You guys, you kind of don't understand. I mean, Josh is the reason I stream. I mean, he's the reason I got into X-Plane. I got to lower my altitude. He's the reason that I decided to try streaming. It's his fault. I'm going to go down at vertical speed just for a little bit. And I'm going to descend and maintain. I'm going to go down to 2,100. Just going to do a slow roll down here.
All right, John, I gave you bad information on the auto brakes.
Okay. Let me finish the Josh story just quickly. So again, I saw him streaming. He was streaming X-Plane, and he had orthophoto, and this was in 2015. And I was hooked. I was like, I'm gonna try this X-Plane out. He was flying on Pilot Edge. He was streaming. He was in the JAR Airbus 320 and 330 and the flight factors in that and some of the GA. And he's the reason I got into this dang streaming. It's his fault, right? But got a big place in my heart for Josh, and he's been a busy man. And living the life there now with a new abode on a river down there in SoCal, not almost out of SoCal, but hello Britt, I bet you're listening too. All right, so go ahead. What's the correct information on the auto brake?
All right, so auto brake 2 is going to give you about 1,200 pounds of psi. Auto brake 3 is 1,500 psi. Here's what our book says. So our book says this. It says when using auto brakes, min braking, which is auto brake 2, can be approximated by accomplishing a normal landing using spoilers and reverse thrust with light manual brake initiated at approximately 80 knots.
Okay.
And then it says medium braking, auto brake 3, can be approximated by accomplishing a normal landing using spoilers, reverse thrust with moderate manual braking initiated at nose wheel touchdown.
Okay.
Max braking can be approximated by accomplishing a normal landing using spoilers, reverse thrust with maximum manual braking initiated at nose wheel touchdown. So max manual braking is pushing on those brake pedals as hard as you can and feeling the plane anti-skid system starting to kick in and holding that.
Ah, okay.
So it does, I was wrong, it does provide braking pressure at main nose wheel touchdown, but you're really not going to feel a deceleration until 80 knots.
Till 80 knots. Okay. All right. ATC says fly heading 190 and descend and maintain 3,000. We're at 5,000. And slow to 180 knots. Thirstmaster Osnack was probably the first stream I saw you on. Oh yes, the Thirstmaster. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I can still pull up that clip today. I think it had some adult language in it, but yeah, guys, I was live streaming at Josh's house, and I had a cocktail on the table, and I was flying I think it was the JAR A330, and I was live streaming, webcam was on, and I accidentally dumped a brand new, tall, fresh, Kraken and Coke all over his $400 Thrustmaster Warthog joystick, just all over it, Kraken. And in the middle of the flight, he's just, keep flying the plane. Wow, what a memory. Yeah, there's a clip out there. I think it's on Josh's channel. I think I swore. Yep, that was a good time. All right, now we're going to go fly heading 260. And we're at 4,500 descending. A little bit of weather here. Yeah, the Kraken. Yeah, I'm using the Warthog HOTAS here as well. Yep. Okay, ATC says fly heading 320. All right, now we're going to go heading 350. We're letting 5 left here at Raleigh, and I'm going to, maintain 3,000 here for just a little bit here. And our course is set to 054. So really, for a good 30-degree intercept, wouldn't I go 014 on the heading, approximately? Yeah, I think I would. Now I'm going to come up here to the MCP, and you guys can see on the upper webcam, I'm just going to hit the VOR loc button, and then I'm going to switch my EFIS. Should I switch it to approach now or no? Guess it can't hurt. And I will descend just a little bit more down here. Just in VS for a little bit. Once we intercept the localizer, then I'll go gear down. We can't go flaps 1 already. We're behind on that schedule. Hopefully this landing is better than the Airbus landing I did this morning. That was chiropractor written all over it. All right, need to program in. We already did our speeds. Okay, so 143 plus 5. Okay. Slow to 170 just to be groovy. Flaps 5 coming in. Can you not go above a 30-degree angle? Yeah, you can. Sure. Yeah. Right? Off sked? You can be.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was having a chat with somebody.
You don't have to be 30-degree degree angle to intercept.
What was the question?
He's just saying, can you not go above a 30-degree angle? You can.
You can. You can be almost 90 degrees and it'll still work in the 7.3.
Yeah.
Some planes it won't, like a 7.5. Yeah, you got to be in a pretty shallow angle of 7.5 to make it capture. But the 7.3 can take a pretty sharp angle, acute, obtuse. What's the word I'm looking for?
A big angle. Do you prefer right hand over left hand in sim being When you fly in real life, you fly left-handed. I prefer right-hand, yeah. Yeah. In fact, I think if I owned an SR-22, I would probably, if I was flying alone, I'd probably fly in the right seat, believe it or not, which would sound really weird to people, but. Okay, flaps 15. I'm going to go gear down now. Turn the sim sound up a little bit here. All right, I wanted us to intercept the localizer. There's the intercept. And there's the airport. Go ahead and select the approach mode. I'm going to arm both autopilots, and I'm going to go flaps 25 early. And our DME is 8. I'll fly 170 for a little while. And we've captured. So in theory, this would auto land if I let it go all the way down to the runway. Okay, so AGL to be fully configured. What would you say would be good for a 737 pilot? Off sched.
Chat. Say again.
AGL altitude to be fully configured would be.
You got to be fully configured and on speed by 1,500 feet. Basically, when I'm coming through 2,000 feet AGL, I like to be dropping gear and going flaps 15.
Okay.
And I do that very mechanically at 2,000 feet AGL. If I'm not gear down at flaps 15, I get there.
Yeah.
Let me close my other chat down so I can pay attention.
Okay, flaps 30 set. Setting final approach speed 143. Uh-oh, my speed is flashing. Why is that?
It's a PMDG-ism.
Oh, okay.
It doesn't do this IRL. It does this on my sims too, John.
Okay. Beautiful sim.
And I like to think I know what I'm doing.
Got the water. Pappies look happy.
Yeah, this is nice viz.
Yeah. We're 3 miles out. I'm disengaging autopilot. And it's my airplane. Hand on the throttle and the joystick.
I don't think does anybody know? I don't think Southwest has an auto land capability.
In the sim,
I'm not
I do.
sure though. Going for the number 1 wire. Cool.
Man, that auto brake really kicked in. We're going to go a little bit longer than I wanted to, but the auto brake did kick in there.
Yeah, it's because you're on 3.
Okay.
Remember, 3 is supposed to give you about 1,500 pounds at
PSI, yeah.
main wheel touchdown.
Landing recorded at 334. 1 point. Will I make this one? Yeah, we'll make this one.
What you guys need to start grading is how close to 1,500 feet down does he touch down. That's a more accurate grade of a good landing.
That actually was a pretty good landing.
It was really good.
I mean, it wasn't the best on the vertical speed, but I think that's representative of what I'd call a good landing.
I'll say this too. I think the sim is hard. It's hard to spot land a sim.
Yeah.
Once you get used to the real plane, I think the real plane's a lot easier to land than the sim. Once you get used to it.
Oop, my anti-collision was off. Okay,
That never happens in real life, ever.
Clean up my flaps and also clean up. Oops, that looks good.
You guys can insert a cap of face with my last comment.
Yeah, Dan in Vermont won. He guessed 115 and won, even though it was 3. I guess I didn't have a lot of guesses. Oxygen masks didn't deploy. Nope, they did not. Pete's pie. You know what?
The preferred word for oxygen mask deploying is we call it a rubber jungle in the back of the plane.
Just for you, Polly.
So, John, do you fold your pizza when you eat it?
Nope.
It's a regional thing.
No.
I live very
and do
full
you on your deep dish, do you go cut or uncut? Have I had a chance to land in VR? I have never done a VR landing, no. Man, what a beautiful sim. What a beautiful sim we live in.
Now, is this the stock scenery for 5?
No.
Okay.
I can't remember the developer. Who makes Raleigh, guys? Oh, have you? Yeah, he's asking you, Offskid. Have you had a chance to land in VR? You don't do any VR yet.
No, I have a track IR. I do use it when I do P3D. I've got a T37. When I'm out doing acro in that plane, I do VR in that because I need to be able to look around, look off the wings and stuff in order to do the acro and stuff. But anytime I'm flying big planes like this, I need to keep my head steady because I'm usually practicing instrument work.
Yeah. Latin
it's just real
VFR.
hard.
Yeah, Latin VFR Offskid for this one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I have several Latin VFR planes.
Who is
really
the real
nice,
world pilot in the voice chat? This is Offskid Descent.
I love Latin VFR's Fort Lauderdale. Because I was looking at it, I bought it, and I was looking at it, it's like, no, he's got these terminal buildings all wrong, the colors.
I don't think
And so the next time I went through Fort Lauderdale, I'm looking at it, it's like, holy cow, he's got this spot on. I never noticed it.
I don't think I own that. You know what? I just thought of something. If you could help me with some small development, I just realized something, Offskid Descent. If you help me with some small changes to the 737 simulation experience, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I think I'm entitled to 2 licenses of V5, and I could designate Offskid Descent as one of my licenses, and then you could fly V5.
Ooh.
I think that's how my license works. I think I have 2 licenses. I could be wrong, though. You'll be part of Snack Air in September?
8 knots is a real comfortable speed to come into the gate. I don't like to be moving any faster than that. And then once you get right here, you lose all sight, so you're following just the marshaller. And he's going to be directing you to keep your nose on that taxi line.
Mm.
And then also turn off your taxi light when you come in here so you don't blind him.
Yeah, forgot to do that. Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna shut down the engines because we're gonna try to do a replay.
Yeah, sporkiness 12 to 17 knots on a taxiway is a comfortable taxi speed. Anything faster than that, you make any turn, you're just throwing the passengers in the back all over. At the very back of the plane because it pivots around that main gear well.
8 knots at the gate, 30 knots active taxiways. So what? Yeah.